Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Okay, this is kind of a reaction video to, not specifically a reaction video, but I just want to mention a few things that I seen on 16 to Life on his video, and Dubs and a couple other people who made videos regarding racism and also about Suckerfree104. Before I get into that, though, I want to mention some things that I heard on social media. I really haven't made a video about Suckerfree other than what I did on Renegade Media and what he was saying, and offering my condolences and a rest in peace to the young man. But since then, somebody went over to his vigil, where they put candles and stuff in memory of him falling there in that particular spot. And they went over there and they kicked the candles around and acted a fool. And then they went ahead and they posted that on social media. I guess that's something that's happening a lot these days. I guess these individuals are taking it like their way of showing disrespect. But honestly, all it's showing is a sign of cowardice, This guy was alive. He's been all up in his neighborhood. He was all with the business and everything. And anybody who wanted to get at him or felt some sort of way towards him could have done that at any time. But people wait until he's no longer around and then go and attack an inanimate object, Like, yeah, that was real fucking crazy vatos, they're down, they went and kicked some candles from someone that can't clap back, because they're no longer with us. Cowardice. And I don't know, I guess this is some Y2K shit, I didn't see it happening too much with the Pepsi generation. I know it really didn't happen or rarely happened back in my generation. But with the Y2Ks, man, yeah, they're doing some childish, cowardice shit these days, Whole different get down in the street, man. All bad. That being said, a lot of people are talking on Suckerfree104 about one of the songs that he did when he was 19 years old. And he had mentioned some things, some derogatory terms, and talked bad about blacks and putting in works on blacks, and not just gang members, but blacks in general. I heard it I heard it myself. So yeah, he did do that. And he admitted to it. And he was asked about it. And like he said himself, he was 19 years old when he did the damn song. And that's how he felt then. It was during the time when they were robbing the Paleta Man and doing all kinds of stuff to the paisas and to the Mexicanos in that barrio that were trying to make money and trying to make a living. Some blacks were attacking him. There was a lot of conflict with the blacks in his neighborhood. And 19 years old, been in and out of jail. He was indoctrinated with all that racial shit that goes on in there. And he felt some sort of way. Just like a lot of black men do when they go through stuff like that. And 16 to Life mentioned something interesting. He had said, well, they made a big thing about the blacks robbing a Paleta Man and this and that, but they don't say nothing when the Hispanics do it. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. That you go in and if you go into jail, man, and they ask you, hey, fool, what happened, man? What you get busted for? For robbing the Paleta Man with a prior. What the fuck? Like, that's a joke, It really is. It's a joke. Anyways, he felt some sort of way, and he expounded on that and the ramifications for doing that, and how he was reacting and his neighborhood, and how they'd continue acting towards anyone who did that, including the blacks. But he did mention the blacks in a derogatory form. They were going at it with his neighborhood, and like I said, he felt some sort of way. Blue Devil put a clip out where he said, yeah, I'm not racist. I felt like that then, you know, and but I know where to switch it on and off. In other words, he uses the N-word, but he knows when not to use it. He might use it for his music under certain circumstances, because everybody does, you know. But he admitted that he was being more cautious with even that. So even worse, even more importantly, look, the guy's no longer with us. That song's been out a long time. The one who brought it up first, I believe, was Adam 16 from No Jumper, okay? He brought it up and pointed it out and stirring the pot with black, Mexican, and white sitting at the table, you know? And that's what he does. He likes to see the beef. He likes to see the conflict. That's what Adam 16 does, you know? 16 to Life mentioned that Lush was a coward because he was trying to hide the song. I don't think Lush was trying to hide the song. I'm not saying he's not a coward, but I don't think he was trying to hide the song. He just knew that it was just going to cause conflict, and I think that's what he was trying to avoid, you know? Because bringing up stuff like that, especially when like the guy's no longer with us, it really, like, that's it, you know, it's a done deal already, you know. I think he was just trying to prevent exactly what's happening by that asshole Adam 16 even bringing this up in the first place. Like I said, he was 19 years old at the time, and he pretty much retracted what he said and said he felt some sort of way then, gave the reason why, and said, but he doesn't feel like that now. That came out of his own mouth. At that time, or at any time from the time that song came out, anybody could have approached this young man, could have said something to him, could have brought it up, could have challenged him to a fade, could have did anything that everybody is screaming and hollering about then. He's no longer with us now. It's inappropriate, you know, and it's over, you know. I don't see what's the point, you know. People hang on to things like this, and it just causes more division, more dissension between the blacks and the Hispanics. Personally, myself, I'm against that. I don't like that. I get along with my black brothers, man. I don't get along with some of them, just like I don't get along with some of my Mexican brothers. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, I'm a person that don't like people, not color. I don't care about color. I care about personalities and disrespect and ugliness from an individual. I could give a shit about the color of a person's skin, you know? And I've been accused by certain black content creators as being racist, you know? And I'm not. I know I'm not. I have good reason to be able to claim that, but I'm not going to get into that, you know? This isn't about me. This was about Suckerfree and some of the stuff that's being brought up and done towards him when he's no longer with us, you know? So I was going to speak on two rappers, but I'm just going to make this about the homie. And I hope everybody lets this stuff go. He's going to be laid to rest any day now. And, you know, I pray that his family is able to deal with this loss in the most subtle way, because it's a very, very heavy blow to them, I'm sure, to all his loved ones, to his friends, to his homeboys. And once again, I just want to send out my condolences and rest in peace, Suckerfree104, Dumper. Uh, yeah, I hope all of this nonsense dies out, man, because it's ridiculous. It's inappropriate. The guy's no longer with us. Something he did when he was younger. He said he didn't feel that way. Go watch the clip. It's a short released by Blue Devil, and he's asked that question by Blue Devil regarding that song and what's said and about racism, and he answers it himself. And then you could take it for what it's worth, you know. Like it or hate it, it is what it is. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. God bless you. God bless your families. Stay free, people. Stay out from behind them walls, and stay off them streets, man. You know, the gang life and the street life don't lead to nowhere but to prison and or the cemetery, you know. So let's do what we can to direct our youth in a positive manner, especially those that are trying to do something in the rap game or any type of profession. You know, let's encourage them guys, man, to stay off the streets, get out the mix, focus on being successful and getting that bag so they could take better care of their families and enjoy all the beautiful things that are out here to enjoy. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. God bless you. God bless your family.